Do you ever feel like you have so many things to do and you get more and more things to do and you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, and you don't know which way in which part you will start, in which will you start with this action or with that action, and it's just going round and round and round in your head. Well, for me, it has been like that for a couple of times actually, and I still have a problem to learn my behaviors around that. So, like, you have so many things to do, so in the end, it feels like you have done nothing. Well, I will actually share today what I found out when I had a mentor call this week, or it was last week, sorry, about I was how I got out of that mood and out of that frustration. And I hope this will help you as well, because I think a lot of us are in that kind of place sometimes. You have so many things to do and you just work harder and harder and harder, and it seems that you're getting nowhere and don't get the results that you want. And I don't know about you, but for me, I'm 50 plus now. And the older I get, it seems like the times goes faster and faster, but it's actually not. Do you agree? And the one thing that is common and is equal for all of us is that we only have 24 hours a day. No one has less, no one has more. And you need to find your way to know how to have those hours in the best way you can, even if it's for your business or your family or your friends, or if it's for yourself, taking care of yourself. But before I dig into today's content, where I will share 3 tips on how I got out of this wheel of going round, 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 and just had more and more things to do, and I didn't get the results that I want. Not for myself, not for my time with the family, and not with my business. So if you are watching live, please say hello and where you're coming from. And if you are watching the replay, just write hashtag replay. If I haven't had the pleasure to meet you before, my name is Gabriella Grotenfeld, and I run a business where I help midlifers to take their business online and attract more perfect customers, more perfect prospects without spending more time with learning how to use simple social media strategies and grow your business and have customers and prospects reaching out to you even when you sleep. And one of the things when growing a business is actually also about your mindset and about all the things that you take actions on. And today I want to share what I have learned about all the things that I want to do. And maybe it's like you're not taking enough decisions. It could be like that. And if you follow me to the end, I think you will understand what I mean by that. Because a decision is also saying no to something, saying no to a person, saying no to things that won't grow your business in the right direction. I had a mentor call a couple of weeks ago, and I was exactly on that place where I felt like I'm doing so many things, but I don't see the results I want. And before I have those mentor calls, we shall pre-plan our mentor calls because it's only 45 minutes that I have with my awesome mentor. And then I pre-plan my 30 days action plan. What do I want to reach in the next 30 days? I set a goal, I set a target, and then I write down the actions I need to take to reach that goals in 30 days. So we had a talk about this. We do that every month. I love to have a mentor. And you know what? If you don't have a mentor, I really recommend you to have one. They don't tell you what to do. They help you to realize for yourself what you need to do, what you need to take action about. They ask those hard questions that can be hard to ask yourself. But when they ask them, it's like, yeah, you're right. I need to do like this. So if you don't have a mentor, I recommend you to get one. I am a mentor to a couple, and I also have more, of course, but I am a mentor of a couple that have their business together. And to see them grow, it's awesome. To see them take the step by step to grow their business and have the success they want. And they need to work together to have the same goal. It's easier for me who has my own business. They are two. But it would be nice to have a co-partner to do the business with as well, of course. So when you don't think you get anywhere, I'm like this. I Let me know if you can relate to this. When I have a lot to do and I see that I can't do all the things I want in my work, what's the first thing I take away? Is it some actions for my business? No. I take away my me time. I know that's stupid. I know that the first thing you should prioritize is yourself. But I have always put myself in the backseat and took care of all other things for the work, for my kids, for my when I was married, my husband and my mother, and I always put myself in the backseat. So I'm trying to train myself, my behaviors, that this I can't do anymore. I need to take care of myself. I want to be healthy all my life. I want to have energy. I want to feel great. And I really struggle with putting myself in the front seat. Can you agree with that? Can you relate with that in some way? Please let me know and share. Put a one if you have ever felt like you always prioritize everything else but yourself. So let's dig into the first tip for today. Have you ever heard about a swimmer, a famous swimmer, whose name is Michael Phelps, I think? Yeah, Michael Phelps. He has two things on his action plan or his to-do list every day. He has won a lot of competitions. He's really well famous, and he have two things on his action plan. You know what that is? It's go out of bed and jump into the pool. But he didn't get the success by just those things. But those thing was the thing he did every day. And that's the same with you. If you can do two things really great every day with your business, instead of trying to do 10 things and you rush through them and you aren't that intentional that you should be, then you won't get the result. Trust me, I've tried that for years. You don't get the results if you don't are intentional. And intentional with your actions take time. I actually have a clock beside me, and every time I start with my DMO that I do every day, it's a daily method of operations. I actually put on the clock and the timer and see how long will it take. Before I started to do this, I thought I would do this DMO in 10 minutes. No problem. It will go so fast. But I actually realized it takes so much more time. And the DMO is the most important thing in my business anyway, because in my DMO, that's where I connect with my future customers. I talk to my warm leads. I talk to my prospects. I help my customers. I upsell things. So the DMO is the most important thing for me every day. Why should I think that that only takes 10 minutes? So when I started to block 1 hour instead, a lot of things happen. So time block in your calendar, but also put a timer and see how long does your actions take, so you know you're spot on. And don't do too many actions every day. So what I would recommend you to do today if you haven't done it already, is write down all your actions or your activities that you will have today and tomorrow and for the rest of the week, or plan 30 days. It's up to you, my friend. But do that, but don't think about which will I do first and things like that. Just write them down, and also your private stuff. So you have everything down. Then you go to your calendar and you put in the things that you can't take away. Maybe it's a doctor's appointment, maybe it's something with your kids or anything. And don't forget to put in time for yourself. It can be take a walk, or it could be something else. So do that, and then you take the other actions. And for every action, ask yourself this question: if I do this, will that take me closer to the target and the goal I have set for this month? If the answer is no, put it aside and do it some other time. If the answer is yes, take that action, go to your calendar and time schedule it. And don't forget to time block it, because then you have it in your calendar, you have planned time for it. And when you write down everything, only that makes you feel happier and you feel less stress, because you have take all your thoughts from your head of everything you need to do, and you have used a pen or you are on your laptop and written it down. Then you have saved it somewhere. That helps you to relax more and be more productive and more active with the things you do. So that was number one. Write down every action that you have for the week. The second thing that I want you to do is, like I said, book it in your calendar and ask you the question: will this get me closer to the target, or is this something that I want to do? And I know this is a good thing to do, but it won't take me to the target this month. Maybe I will do that next month. Put it aside so you know that. And I almost can promise you, when you are in the end of this list, there are no more time this month or this week when you are planning it, because you don't have that time. Actually, it was like that for me. I got this aha moment. Wow, I don't have this time. What shall I do? Shall I stop sleeping? Shall I stop eating? Shall I stop taking care of my kids? No, I need to take away around 20% of the actions that I wanted to do. I needed to go over it again. So that's my third tip. When you have planned everything in your calendar, you need to go through it again to see, will this work? When I did my first calendar and my time schedule, I promise you, the day after, it didn't even work one day. So this is something you need to train on, but you will get better on it, and you save so much time with those things. You save time because you have written everything down, so your head don't need to think about, okay, what will I need to do today? And this will help you to focus on the thing you have. And in the morning when you wake up, you just need to look in your calendar, okay, this is what I want to do. So you save time just to focus on that, instead of thinking, okay, which one would I start with today? And how would I plan my day? It has been that for me. Oh, maybe I will, when working at home, I will do the laundry first. And then a couple of hours have already gone. And if you have started on with Reels or TikTok, think about how many minutes or hours when you start looking on TikTok because you want to see what others doing. And suddenly half an hour has gone. So put a timer if you want to do research what others do, because otherwise you will lose a lot of time as well. So what do you need? You need a calendar, you need a clock that you can take timer on, and you need a paper or your laptop to write down your things. And a lot of us still want to use the paper and the paper calendar. I don't, yeah, of course you can do, but I recommend you that you have this digital, because then you can have your phone and you can look wherever you are what you should do now. And one more tool that I've used is Trello. And if you haven't heard about Trello and want to know more about Trello, or even want my board where I have done my plan for the next month, I will send you the template for free. So just reach out to me if you want the template, and I will send you the template to Trello so you can start taking action and have a really great way of how to plan your week, your 30 days ahead. I hope this gave you something to work on, and please let me know if you have any questions. I will get back as usual on your comments, and if you want to know more about the methods that I work with, or want to know those simple tools, then just send me a link. I want to know more. Please send me the link. I will get back to you, and you can start from zero as I have done. So take care. See you next week. Bye.